Hello everyone, how y'all doing today? I am Krow, your entertainer for this broadcast, and welcome to the stream. As you can see, we're doing Starfield today, so let's jump right in it. If y'all want to recap, go watch the previous episodes. I may or may not give you a recap, but the best way to... my ear. Playback like that. But anyways, yeah, if y'all want to... wrong one. I keep doing that these past few days for some reasons. But yeah, if y'all want to see what's been happening, the best way to do that is to go back and watch the previous episodes. Y'all be more entertained watching those than listening to my mouth of flap hot air. Though half the time it is kind of funny to hear what comes out of my mouth. So... You still wearing that thing? Okay, so manufacturers, ammo, add manufacturer. I want to start speccing into Laredo Arms, which is kind of like the wooden ones with all with the woodwork. So for now, I need to turn on the Wii mod. I do cheat in this game to varying degrees depending on what the situation calls for. But mostly it's for infinite jetpack, carry weight, and credits. Especially when it comes to the shipbuilding, because also with shipbuilding, I use my custom batch file. I call it a bat file because it's BAT when you put it in, but it's actually a batch file to increase the ship build limit. Which I'm actually thinking of increasing the batch file even more, adding a few more zeros onto it. So, let's go infinite power, which I'm still not using because we're keeping it under wraps. And besides, to me, this isn't a science fantasy. This is a science fiction series. Infinite jetpack boost. Infinite weapon energy, because I do not like my cutter running out of energy. Does that also affect energy weapons, I wonder? Because technically the cutter is an energy weapon. We can use it as an energy weapon. Well, the cutter as in the mining drill, but it's actually called... No. It's actually called the cutter. This is what you basically start out with the start of the game, and it's about the only way you can mine and gather resources. For the most part, as in mineral resources. Let's see, max equipment drop. I want that on. No legendary item drops. They'll drop when they drop. 100% critical. No, I seem to be getting that all the time. Movement speed up to 2 times. Jump height, I'm not dealing with that. Fall damage, I actually want fall damage because some of these actually require me to heal from injuries, and some injuries you can only get from falling, such as like a sprained ankle, joint pain, dislocations. Defense multiplier. Namaste. No, I actually need to take physical damage. And I've been doing pretty well too, seeing as I haven't been using healing items. Infinite health. Infinite weapon energy. What? Yeah, okay, infinite weapon energy. Cause you're freaking. Well, I was going to say because you got the freaking star. Cause you. Imagine you're using a nuclear fusion instead of fission. We've mastered that because we're using helium-3, and we believe that is the fuel we would be using on fusion reactors, not nuclear fusion reactors. Reflex engines. Reflex reactors. For those of y'all that know your Robotech. Yeah, the reflex reactors. Those are nothing but thermonuclear fusion reactors, not fission. They just use protoculture in Robotech, which is derived from flowers. Which means, dude, how radioactive are those flowers? But yeah, let's not go into that. I'm going to keep referencing Robotech and Macross and Aliens and all the good sci-fi all the sci-fi. Maybe a little, not necessarily Star Trek, because let's face that, that's noble, bright future, and this is more of a grim, dark, more realistic. This is more Star Wars, Robotech, Macross. This is actually more leaning towards a Star Wars in the way how gritty it feels. So anyways, let's see. Credits as needed. Items don't decrease. That's an F2. I've used that accidentally, which... Zero weight. As needed. Infinite XP. No. XP multiplier. Maybe, because I've heard the XP curve is ridiculous when you're going up to higher levels. Edit skill points as needed. Companion Infinity always like gain or whatever. It just cuts off there. No. Super accuracy, no. No recoil, no. Rapid fire, no. Full auto, no. One hit, no. Damage modifier. Not right now. No, I like the difficulty as is. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about upping it. Starship, one hit. Shields, no. Starship, one hit. Hull, no. Unlock all skills, no. 100% steal chance. Actually, that I will do. Persuasion always succeeds. It depends on the circumstance. But that's as needed. Easy research, no. No crafting materials required. As needed. Minimal building material requirements for like settlements for a outpost. Maybe, don't know. Game time speed. That's basically for slow-mo. For bullet time, no. Give me a minute here. There we go. Switch it to live chat. I thought we... Oh, we didn't, did we? I thought we... I didn't say... Oh, it was an exit save. So, oh well. I could have sworn I double saved it. Oh well. Nope. Orsedonia. Okay, something smells fishy. I guess it didn't save. Anyways.
Was there something else?
I would like to speak to you about a business proposition. A rather lucrative one.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Well, a chem made from aqueous hematite. I'd like to call it a pick-me-up.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before. And exactly what does this new drug of yours do?
It makes your workers, specifically miners, more efficient. I have the data on this slate here to prove it.
An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard.
Well, I could clear them out for you. What would you say to a price of nothing, and that I could get the job done for already done it? For right around, I've already done it for you.
Really? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials. The licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened thanks to the Martian Trade Authority.
And the jobs.
Interesting indeed.
And the jobs bringing you back.
For the rights to this drug.
I don't want any credits. What I do want is Percival's debt cleared.
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped. Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Work. Tired of commuting from distant systems to Sidonia every day? Lux Condominiums has premium apartments available to rent. Whether you need single, double, or family occupancy, Lux has you covered. Inquire today.
I'm going to P2. How about you? Oh, Platform 2. It just hit me. Platform 2. P2. Why do they go to P2, not Floor 2? It's Platform 2. Well, I'm going to make sure I save it. Because I swore I saved it right here. Literally, don't cross them.
Yeah?
Lou, I got a good news for you. I took care of Percival's debt.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those drakes. Here, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
I don't think getting a drink here would be right. Feel right. What about you, Sarah? I'm not up to bar on this one. I don't come up to the height level.
Always nice to kick back at the broken spear after a long day.
I just don't measure up to these guys' length. It's like a pup eating with the big dogs. Nope. Coffee! Getting cold, but it's coffee. It may be cold, but you're not getting any of it. And I'm not going to toss it out just because it's cold. Now, old coffee, yes. Cold coffee, no. And if it has something waving and smiling at you, it's gotta go. Unless you like it green, like your men. Hang on to something.
Particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremor. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dang nabbit.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Oh, the good old Ashencat. Gotta go all the way back there. Not overloaded. Hope you're ready to hoof it. Let's go. Training day, folks! Working on those merit badges. Now, if they just incorporated parkour elements... She'll be behind shortly. Maybe I should put the O2 recovery in my pack instead of... Outgoing! That never gets tiresome. But Scrumbles like big boom. Like, I better not get frozen. See, I should be going... I should be panting my head off and just sit instead of just suddenly stopping. Hey, what's up there? I didn't check up there, did I? No, I did not. Ammo, 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 ammo. It's ammo me Elmo. Hello, Butterful. Martian gravity. She probably bunny hopped the whole way. It's a perfectly viable way of locomotion. I didn't even go up there either. Just call... Oh, she's got to sit down. Okay. After all that... Oh, you can get up here this way. I just jumped. Low Martian gravity. Let's just do some research. Hoping for a breakthrough. Oh, vanadium. Adhesive! Finally, a breakthrough. Let's see. What exactly is an analgesic? Not an analgesic, an analgesic. I think it's it's from like analog, not analog. Those of y'all that's old enough know what an analog is. Analog is not digital. Analog's physical. Let's write down some recipes, shall we? Beer, poultry, dairy. Oh, we're doing a beer batter. We're doing a beer batter fried chicken here. We're doing beer... Nutrient is probably flour. Or is that... No. Spice is probably salt and pepper. Nutrient is probably flour. Fortified flour. Poultry... Your choice of chicken. Your choice of fowl. Dairy. Beer. Or we're doing fried chicken and beer. Or are we doing No. I'm sticking to a this one being a beer fried chicken. 'Cause that's actually a thing. It's a southern thing. Yeah, not right now. Beer battered fried chicken. Oh, I could actually go for some. But you've got to use the right kind of beer. Believe it or not, I hate to say this with the recent BS they pulled, Budweiser's one of the better cooking beers. From what I've had over the years. I myself don't cook with alcohol, but I've had a few beer batters. Budweiser. If you just want that if you just want something generic, Budweiser. But for something else, I really can't tell you. Because I couldn't get the recipe of anybody else. Some of them cooked with Coors, some of them with a Miller. Miller tasted off to me. Oh, I could have went the... Oh well. I could have taken the other one. Oh well. Over the edge, my friends. But yeah, when it came to the beer batter, between the major brands, in my opinion, Budweiser always tasted better. Now for the more, the other brands, can't really tell. Never really bothered. Now with what Budweiser has, the controversy around Budweiser now, I'm not getting into it. I have my own personal opinions, and I'm keeping my mouth shut on YouTube about that. If you want to know my opinion, you may find that out on X, on formerly Twitter. You might, if you dig deep enough. And I'm not going to apologize for it either. I am who I am, who I am. And that's all that I am. Steal them. Forgot a few things. Yeah, oh yeah, I still got those, that contraband I need to take in. Didn't really miss anything, did I? Seriously, somebody needs to fix these fans. Boop, boop, boop-doo. Ah, shit. Heat leeches. So we may have more heat leeches. Is this the part we rushed through? Yeah, this is the part we rushed through. I see ore.
Look at all this old drilling equipment left here to rust. Not surprising, though. Mining lasers rendered these machines completely obsolete.
Yeah, and nobody's been back to salvage it except for, like, spacers. I want to get in through here. Nope, start looking for more ore. Just imagine just kicking off with your foot, just a little push off with your foot would send you meters into the air out here. Compared to on Earth where it just can't even, where it just propels you forward a few centimeters. Eesh. Can I get it? I'm not able to get it. Yeah, I should have used the lift back there, but oh well. Didn't think about doing that now, did I? Wasn't thinking, period. Oh, is there a behind this habitat? Actually, yes, there is. Another heat leech. Good thing I came back here. Can't stand those things. I got a feeling they may be connected to what we're dealing with the Terramorph. Don't quote me on it, but if it's going along with the trope and the homage, oh yeah, we're not coming through here. No, got a drill. I forgot a few things in here. Gotta take his papers. Great. Anything else I can take? Danya. Varsvardania. Varsvardonia. Yeah, I'm probably saying that wrong. But I'm just an old Yank over here. One raised in the South. Born on the West Coast. Now living in probably, I don't know what you'd call it. Because southern Indiana, it's kind of got that southern bit to it, but it's also got that northern bit to it. And it's kind of got that confusion to it as well. And, but everybody knows to stay away from Gary. Because you don't... Because that's definitely a no-go zone for just about everybody. Or at least, let's put it this way, Gary's worse than being shipped off to Perth. It's worse than Chirac. Worse than Chicago. Pull this out just in case I have to defend myself. Get rid of a heat leech. A lot of wire. Somebody's been pulling wire from this thing. Come here, heat leeches. It's these powers, I tell you. You keep it... The only way through is through the planet core.
I can't imagine how an engineer could make heads or tails of this chaotic collection of drilling machinery.
I can, actually. Do you realize I actually designed the Ashencat? Every bit of her. I still can't make heads or tails out of her, but I designed it. Stem to stern. Let's turn the scanner on. I do like how they programmed it to programmed the scanner to pick up a resources. Now this... Ooh. I antimicrobial. Hide. Imagine something this big. Ours are not this big. Our tunnel borers are not this big. Sheesh, imagine if one was. We'd make an entire cities underground. We just don't have the engineering know-how to make tunnels this big right now. Or at least not for us civilians. Probably the military does, but hey, the civilians probably usually 20 to 40, if not 50 years behind the civilian populace. I mean, ahead. Civilians are at minimum 40 years behind the military in means of technology. Yeesh. Look at that tunnel borer.
Well, this explains why the miners ceased drilling. Someone must have missed this natural cavern on the geological survey. Shame.
They could have just bridged it. And yet, they kept digging. They kept digging. Do 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 do. Come on, I gotta. Whee! Imagine being Michael Jordan. Yes, I went there. I'm that old. When Michael Jordan was in his prime. Or Magic Jordan. No, Magic... Was it Magic Jackson? I will get you! Now I'm putting this away. I don't foresee anything coming after us. Unless it's heat leeches and... Ugh. What's underneath? Oh, you're already going up, huh? Quit playing around. Craft blast. Ooh, flannel! I actually like flannel.
Around the log.
I especially like plaid flannel. I really have a thing for plaid, actually. But there's only two kinds of plaid I like. The McDouglas, I believe it's called. Like the dark gray one. And the black and red. The other ones just kind of suck. But flannel, I like flannel. Well, they made it this far. Okay, they did the Skyrim.
Massive structure in this cavern must have been quite a feat. I suppose it was a bit like building a ship in a bottle.
No, you just bring the supplies in, you build it, and... Not really, no. It's more like creating a vault, actually. No, I can actually just boost over there. No, speaking of boost. Okay, I slipped. They really need to clean up this rubble. And they just left all this here to rust. Apparently definitely a The reason why Mars is red is because of the iron oxide. I believe. Don't quote me on it. I am not a geologist, and I'm not a exogeologist either. But I believe, to my knowledge, and this, I haven't looked into this in a while, but it was discovered from the numerous rovers we've sent there. The planet surface, the Mars's surface is comprised up of a lot of iron oxide, which is rust. That's why it's got its red tinge. So there's iron on Mars. Not lead, iron. Come on. Careful of the barriers, don't slip. Yeah, thanks. If you're too dumb not to go to the edge, well, clean up the gravel, people. And how far is... Oh, there's stuff down there, there's stuff down there. Yeah, and they leave this entirely open. Well, it's the way it's getting here, ain't it? Well, it looks like we can get down there, but... Nice choke point. Nice gauntlet right there. Very defensible. Actually, all this is rather defensible. They set this up pretty well. I hope I'm going the right way. Heat leeches!
Just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
I already like him. Well, I'm here to make a delivery from an old colleague of yours by the name, I believe you know her by the name of Hadrian Sanan.
Hadrian sent you. Did she look okay?
Well, if you consider getting gored by a terramorph and living as okay, then yeah, sure.
A terramorph? She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup. So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way?
Well, terramorphs own free-range 100% fed terramorph cells.
Terramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that... Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet?
Yeah.
That's a joke, right?
Nope.
There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a terramorph.
That's what you think.
Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or... If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
I do like your outfit, dude. Nice suit. Very neutral. Can't see it when you start going, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, literally.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests.
Damn it! I was hoping to touch everything.
How you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research. But I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days.
Well, I thought it was the best way, so they get the research, he gets out there, people get jobs. Didn't want to break any laws.
Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian.
Oh shit.
I'll need to get this all on a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Look, if something's wrong with it, talk to Hadrian. I'm just the messenger here. But the sample's no fake. I collected it from the Terramorph myself.
Can't just humor an old man, huh?
I wish I could.
This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Hadrian mentioned it. Sounds like quite the tragedy.
It was. An entire city wiped off the map. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Talzetti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terramorph should.
Oh, crack.
Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. But you said the Londinian attack was massive, right? Why is this so scary? It's just one Terramorph.
Because until now, the Terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means, but I doubt it's good. So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here.
Well, all I have to say is get your kicking boots on. We're going to stop any more attacks before they start.
Music to my ears. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Oh, we're getting the crew. Can I start touching things now? Because I get the feeling I'm going to put my hands on just about everything. Speaker. Excuse me while I put my hands on everything! What's cooking, Doc? Okay, we got storerooms. Some eels? Don't tell me those are heat leeches. Do not tell me you're breeding heat leeches. You're breeding heat leeches, aren't you? Those don't particularly look like heat leeches. Or are you doing research on heat leeches? I'd be more acceptable of that. yeah, this is their old base, so they would have this. Okay, so that's old. Well, this looks wet. Notepad. Okay, this kind of looks like engineering, the computer bank, repairs. Yeah, don't really need credits. I'll take your books. Is it me or does anybody else get annoyed by really shiny floors? Now, I mean the kind that looks like it's iced over or has water in it. And that's one way of opening those trash can bin things. Just jump on them. Oh, this is the Vanguard. Capacity. No! Slowly regen. Medic. Yeah. Gonna have to get back on the Ashencat, it seems, to do this. Ashencat. Both are pronounced correct. See, as I said, I'm being nosy. Ship energy weapons deal 5% more damage. Oof. All of this is water damaged. Probably from the insulation up there. Because, believe it or not, water is actually a very good insulator for, like, cosmic rays. Yes, actually, cosmic rays is an actual term. It's just all of the radiation from when dealing with outer space. Why does this not have a muzzle?
Oh, that's a hell of a gun modification.
It's just a compensator. Good at semi, High-Vis. I'll take the tack. Short scope. I'll actually go for iron sights on this thing. See, and this is going to be my just go-to for like this. This is my sniper. That's Sir Livingston. Canteen. No terminals, huh? Not so far, huh? Okay, we got the mess hall. Since we're not got the feeling we're not going to be back here in time, why is... It's a long hike, so you better fuel up. Days since last incident. 3. I was gonna say I can take the table, then I saw then it said sit. Like, sweet, I could actually take the table. But yeah, this place is wet as heck. No wonder they abandoned it. Give me the book. Take the pin. Hey! They were actually doing pretty good. They were actually using Wilby as a model. Nice. Wonder who the artist was. Take the utensil tray. Take that. Take lettuce. So lettuce, oranges, and all that survive. Somehow. You people never clean up after yourselves. No, they didn't make anything in there. So upstairs. That's where the computer's got to be, right? There's got to be some juicy info. Coffee. They were definitely coffee addicts. Notebooks. They were definitely caffeine addicts. Here. Yeah, right in the face. Yeah, they just up and left. There's probably some of them come back from time to time.
Oh, the fact that the UC was entertaining the notion of xeno-warfare angers me to the core.
Well, it's no surprise. I heard back in, what was it, the old Earth, World War I, World War II, they used bats. Ooh. As weapons. I don't know what they used them for, but I heard they used bats, maybe to come screeching down and ripping people apart and all. Oh wait, we entered through here. You know, coming down, maybe vampire bats. I don't know. The records on that have basically been lost. But I do know they weaponized the bats against a nation, I believe, called Japan. Nothing in it. Boop. Go boop. Yeah, this is probably his, but we're bugging out. Grab what you need, Doc. We're leaving. You don't happen to have some sort of shotgun, do you? Hurry on up, climb on in.
Anything interesting in range?
Got some natural. We got the deep mining. We're just that far from the deep mine exit. We're just that far from the doctor. Oh. Oh, the rear exit is actually the launch pad. The launch pad. Oh, yeah. Problem is, we'd never be able to land because launch pad never made an actual landing. He always crashed. But any landing you can walk away from, right? Problem is, he never landed. He crashed. Going down. There wasn't enough force. Besides, it's... Oh, yeah, it's hazardous materials, probably. Going down! I was actually hoping for an injury. Well, y'all ready to hoof it? And go! Only few times I will actually run is over these desolate landscapes. Which sucks because there should actually be more interesting things here. Though this is Mars, and Mars is actually a desolate landscape. Come on, my heart should be pounding in my ears. I should be hearing the Native American prayer songs. I should be hearing the prayer drum going right now. Just boom, 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 boom. And I should be gasping. Oh, that is just... And we go again! Wait, is there a physical... Oh yeah, weightlifting. Just run. It's endurance training, folks. Yeah, I really wish there were more lush planets. But that's his excuse was, well, when they went to the moon, yeah, well, do you think every planet's going to be like the moon? Well, I would like to think no. Gasp, wheeze, air, lungs burning. Hey, Sarah kept up. She's done her training. The good old Ashencat. Still getting refueled and maintenance on. What a tiger. Still looking to a, kinda upgrade her. But really can't at the moment because I need pilot. I need to redo my piloting license, upgrade it from a Class A to Class B, and they won't do it right now. They say I don't have enough combat experience to handle a Class B, which sucks. Not enough live fire training. Even though I am in Vanguard, they say not enough live fire training. Of course, I could go back in the simulator, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather be out here. In the arms of an Ashencat. Now, doesn't this just look like Aliens 2 to you? Just kind of this right here. One of this. I probably don't have my helmet on. I tell you, it's these damn powers. Not only do I have the power of gravity, I have the power to basically survive zero atmospheric conditions. Better put it on before people start freaking out. I wonder whose footprints those are. They hit so hard, came down so hard. They were embossed into the deck plating here. Sheesh. Unless it came from orbit. Probably only broke a femur or two. Yeah, better keep that on or people's going to start freaking out.
Like Marines that get sent here, consider this posting a punishment.
No, it feels kind of homey, like... I don't know, it feels kind of homey to me. Not necessarily in that comforting way, but kind of in that familial way.
Elevators or stairs to reach the upper levels. Try to keep them clean. I hate filing litter reports.
Oh, don't worry. I keep my trash. But, you know, it's kind of homey. Not in that comforting way, but like in that family I don't want to be around, but like, yeah, we could get into some trouble. Let's go do it kind of way. Like, oh, you're going to drag me into this again? Again, Bubba? Yeah, okay, let's go do it.
We got the house to ourselves. This is honestly going to be the best staycation ever.
I'm going to P2. What are you going to?
In my house.
Is that really her? Hadrian.
Hadrian!
My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hatchling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Oh yeah, I installed the mod for various sizes to be more varied. Ow, 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 ow. So...
Gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
A little bit more gunfire than I like on my usual hauls, but nothing I usually can't manage.
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
Oh shit.
The Armistice Archives. Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
A lot of crap happened and a lot of shit happened. Trust me, I was doing it all the way. I think I even did a little bit myself. Okay, go over this one time. What exactly is the our Armistice Archives? And what does it all have to do with the collective and Varun?
Well, when the colony war came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
So, explain the Cabinet to me.
The Cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The President, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind.
This doesn't sound like the run-of-the-mill data you're after. I would like an explanation, like, now.
Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
Then what does that make you all now? Is the UC going to throw me in a cell just for helping y'all?
No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time.
Let's see. Well, I actually know who you are and your past. Well, that's none of my concern.
Oh. Well, that,
Because we've actually gone through
that
Project
means a
Pet
lot.
Shop.
It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the colony war. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Why wouldn't the captain agree to help us? Political agenda or something?
I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Varun on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board.
And why should I trust you with the data? How do I know it's not dangerous?
Because the Terramorph project was doomed from the start.
True.
Terramorphs are too mean, too smart, too hungry to be used in combat. Trust us, we tried. The data that's in the archives, it's historical write-ups, anatomical notation, food chain analyses. I doubt they would have even classified it if it didn't have a Xeno-Warfare logo on it. You have my word. It's not a threat.
So it's basically a zoological report. Well, let's get to the cabinet. This is obviously a threat. I'm already deep in with y'all, so let's do this.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
Mast would like to join Sidonia in celebrating the 275 years of living on Mars.
Yep.
The United Colonies are proud to support this citizen.
That's foodstuffs.
I'm just gonna wait until that drug's in production. Then I'm telling everyone Percival and I saved Mars. Oh, and you, of course. And you.
No, you're not. Look, I hate to bother you, Lou, but can I get a drink?
Make yourself at home.
Can I get a drink?
Take a look.
I need, like, something hard here. You don't even have... Red Ale, reserve bourbon. Chunks. Of course you got chunks. Beer. You don't have like a cheap whiskey that I just makes me feel that's as bad as I currently feel now, do ya? Bourbon? No. That's... I'll take my double malt whiskey juice box and I'll go sip on it as I'm going. Just kind of like do this. Just kind of depressively sip on my whiskey juice box here as I just...
My buddy Mitch keeps asking me if I can help him out with something, but I just don't have the time.
Hey, buddies does Mitch have?
If encountered, these alien predators will be avoided at all costs. Do not attempt to engage. Report any sightings immediately to United Colonies authorities. Seek shelter and wait for a Marine detachment to jump in and eliminate the threat.
Or some enterprising a long hauler. Probably report on the Terramorph we took down. Oh, something up?
How are you?
You seem a bit nervous. What's up?
Well, I guess I am. The thing is, I get injured on the job a lot. Nothing too serious. I've lost a few fingers and toes and stuff. And will I have to go see Dr.
Oh, so they've got cloning, okay, so they can regrow fingers and all. Fingers, arms, okay.
About writing her a letter of apology, but I have no idea where to even start. I don't want to come across as weird or annoying.
Well, do you enjoy being a miner, or do you want to change jobs?
No. Oh, I mean, was that too frank?
No.
I don't know. I mean, the job pays well, but it's dangerous and hard work. I hurt myself a lot, too. I'm definitely looking forward to my contract being up so I can leave. But I don't really know what I'll do after. Man, this is all so stressful. See you.
Look, I can hire you right... Oh. Sorry, dude. It's only been 2 hours without an accident. Eee.
Careful near the railings on the...
Because wasn't it when we came out here, it was only about like 132, 133 hours? And then, boom. It's only been 2 hours. Look, I feel bad for the dude. I'd actually hire him to be the chef for the galley, but I can't hire him. I'm actually looking for a doctor. Ah! See, here I am, preoccupied with what I need. I forgot to put on my suit again, and I survived. Words. No, behold these powers. I could probably go into actual Starfield without protection. Imagine that. Give me a minute, folks. Okay. Just checking on something. Well, up into the Ashencat. When you pronounce Ashencat, think Ashencore. Or Ashencore. Like the Battle of Ashencore, Ashencat. Or it could be Ashencat. There's really no difference. Into the belly of the beast.
Greetings.
Let's go. Better load on up. We're leaving. To Earth.
Still on deck.
Well, actually not Earth. New Earth? Would you call a New Atlantis New Earth? Would you call Jemison New Earth? It's not Earth 2. That one sucked. Well, actually, no, it didn't suck. It just kind of ended. And Sequest picked up. Dang, those are old shows.
What is it?
Nothing. I'd actually prefer you on the hood so we could have an ornament. Maybe just like right here. Or maybe just right here. I'd even like you just right here so I could have something to view when I'm piloting. Speaking of piloting... Oh, can't do that while I'm in animation. Take off!
Let's put this bird into space.
with the Starship Thunder. Seconds of itch. Oh, that's the Ashencat. You go whoomp. Go whoomp. 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 Ooh, my ears itching. Give me a minute. I don't know what it is. It's just my allergies just cause my ears to itch all the time. Yeah, we're definitely exchanging this. I do not like the look. I kind of like the look of it, but it just does not go with with the rest of the armor, the suit I got. So I'm just gonna. Okay. Deep Recon. It was the Deep Seeker. I don't know why Fly Like an Eagle stuck in my head. It's just one of those. Going, gone. Oh crap! I got contraband.
Switching over to standard
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course.
Crap. When did I last save? I refuse to be caught with contraband! So trade authority. oh crap. This is about the only time I'll reload. Hello? 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 Now it's a bad load. I think I'm hallucinating. I think I was hallucinating there. Hello? How? How? My brain just went kaput. Back in. I'm gonna die. From my understanding, you only got about 30 seconds to do that before you basically turn into a mummy.
I bet I've spent more time exploring the Martian surface than roaming around Sidonia itself.
You should have roamed around Sidonia too.
Best staycation ever.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
You can order in, watch your favorite shows, or just sit there in complete silence.
I just had the worst future vision, I guess you could say, premonition. We went to we already jumped we already launched, went to New Atlantis, and we got caught with the contraband.
Hey, take your time, and ask me if you need anything. I'm here to help.
Yeah, I want you to search my ship for any contraband and take it off.
Cool. That's what we do here.
It's just, I got this premonition. And anything that may or may not be stolen. Red party cup, I drink you up. Let's have a solo. Seed. I think it may have been the alcohol that did it. So I don't own an arc welder. I don't own a pacifier. I will take all the ammo. Whoops. Food. You don't have potatoes. I'm craving potatoes for some reason. Boudica or Buchika. Actually, it's Boudica. And I do like my wine. Help him drink his wine. I bet. Yeah. Too bad this doesn't stop being contraband.
Yo, stay good out there.
Take care, my man. Pop. Treat. Oh, licorice! Oh, chocolate labs. Ooh. Got a snack on that. Aid. If you read here, Centauri Mills chocolates shaped like an extinct canine called a Labrador Retriever. So, apparently, the Labrador Retriever has gone extinct by the 24th and a half century. Ooh, consume. Does that also mean the dog itself, the species dog, has gone extinct? Or is it just that particular breed of dog? Astronomy, right? No? Oh, physical. Nutrition. The Labrador Retrievers are extinct in Starfield at this time. So I guess they weren't really that smart to survive extinction, despite how smart Labrador Retrievers are. They were just too nice. It's always the nice ones that you have to look out for. And nobody looked out for him well enough. Put the suit on, put the suit on, put the suit on. Don't want to start freaking people out. Also, I should be hearing myself breathe in the helmet, going. Just that little sign of that little audio of respiration. I can understand it if I. And for those of you that are curious, I'm playing this as my character. He knows what the Trade Authority does. He knows they deal in more hard to come by items. He will deal with that occasionally, but he just plays it off as here. Like, they deal with it, not me. It's like, it's none of my business. They listed it as this, it was this.
Hi.
I'll just pay the fine.
Regard, I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
So you are sapient. You do feel emotion because you were dissatisfied. Dissatisfaction is an emotion. He's not sapient. He's sentient. He feels emotion to an extent, because dissatisfaction is an emotion.
So, where to next?
Ah, give that back, give that back, give that back. Oh, great, I took them all, didn't I? I'm gonna put that on 8. No, put that back. No, give that back! Actually, no. I didn't want that one anyway. The Varun, I like the look of. It's kind of alien-ish. This one I kind of like because it's got the thrusters here. Stop doing that. It's got the thrusters here, kind of here too. I wonder what that would look like. Where's Grands? I didn't get Grands? That would have been cool if I got Grands. I still like Ecliptics. But I also like... Where is it? The Deepest Seekers. This... Ugh. Oh, wait, did I put Grands up? Or have I got Grands in this one? Oh, don't worry, well... Yeah, I kind of like this one, it's just nice. But this one, this one looks like a jetpack, okay? This one, it looks like a utility pack. But it looks like it actually functions. It's got jets that goes this way. Got jets that burst out. We'll see how it looks with the... Okay, that marksman, did you pick? Go through this. I'm putting those on favorites. Get back here. E0. Actually, what do I look like with this on? It just sticks out. I like the look of it, but I can't find a compatible suit. See, this is more you can see it just kind of almost kind of blends in with it. Kind of goes with it. B9, B8. That way, when I go to store it, it won't. Stop! Stop doing that! That way, when I go to quick store, it won't automatically take it off when I'm not wearing it. Finally! Let's save it. I was thinking, there's a gap there. And guess what? We haven't meddled with the ship design. This episode, which is amazing because almost every episode I meddle with the ship design.
It's my second favorite thing in the galaxy.
And through the bulkhead, you can hear him. And lifting off. No more premonitions, no more premonitions, no more premonitions. And she pounces! And she's doing zoomies again.
Orbital pattern locked in.
I really wish I could have more view on the left and right.
Grav jump successful.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Roger.
All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Well, thanks for that. Hope you have a nice day.
Did you know I used to have an office near the top of mast? How far the mighty have fallen, eh?
I just want to jingle the bell. What's she swatting this time? Besides poor list habitats. I swear that cat's got a mind of her, got a personality of her own.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Ooh, you got the peepers, you get nice fog. Oh, this is what you got, the nice trees like with the hanging down vines and moss. The creepers. Oh, this is my kind of night. but it's kind of illuminated. Oh, this is definitely my kind of night. But also, it may be a night not to go wandering. It just depends. There are nights where you don't want to go wandering. And there are nights when you do want to go wandering. Seriously, load screens. You could have done that. Exchange that.
Sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
Is that the only thing on her mind? Because right now we got Terramorphs on our mind. We got possibly another Londinian going on. And we may be going over today, folks. No telling. Just when I want to end. That's about how it usually goes. Usually I can go for 2 hours, but right now I feel like going a little over. Well, we may end just when we get up here to Mass. It's just like on a natural ending point. If I feel it's a natural end. Or like a natural cliffhanger. Like, shoot.
Captain! Over here.
Ma'am?
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Vae Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
You're a clone of a man. How's that working?
A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Are there others from your program still out there? Other clones? Other recombinants? Maybe even go as far as morphs?
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
Oh, my condolences. Even though you were clones, my condolences. Well, this Vae Victus this Vae Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
What did your father do to merit being executed? Now, I use the term father as in biological father, donor material.
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the colony war to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him.
And well, I thought my family was messed up. No, my family's pretty... Well, you're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, it's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Let me put it this way, it was a hell dive. Well, automatically, I've got to ask, your eyes, they're red. Is that a result of the cloning process or something else?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
So, not to get a touchy subject, but are you willing to tell me more about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being Fleet Admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
So, I've also got to ask, any suggestions on how to deal with the cabinet?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Okay, emphasize the Terramorph data was a failure. We've gone through those. We know from that outpost it was a complete failure. So, be honest with me. What's the risk of us, what's the risks, pros and cons of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Okay. Well, I think that about covers it. I don't have any more questions, so guess we'll just have to stick around and wait.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
Fudge. For someone with this little leg, she does move fast. Cabinet chambers, interstellar affairs, all the way at the top. Nice. Oh, fudge. We're being put on a pedestal here.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. Well, we need the archival data to find a way to stop possible terramorph apocalypse.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Well, yes. Well, I only know what I was told. It's tissue-matched ones from Londinian.
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Yes, if the fear is the weapon, if the data being weaponized, the terramorph program failed. The data is not dangerous.
It doesn't matter if it can be weaponized or not. The archives need to remain sealed for now. There's no reason to rush into a decision of this magnitude.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one. Very well, you have my agreement. The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarson, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain,
yes!
I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Super et Ultra! And that's where I'm going to leave it. Double save it! Double save it! It'd be better if I was the, kind of just in the muscle shirt. And kind of like the headband, you know, like in Commando. Or in Rambo. But anyways, folks, I'm going to leave it there. That's a pretty good cliffhanger. So... thanks for tuning in. Do what you normally do. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, downvote. I don't care as long as y'all had fun, were entertained, or whatever. And remember, why enter the arena if you don't have to? Until next time, folks. Later. Now, where's that in-stream button? Oh, there it is. Y'all take care.